one example is, the scene where Guy is being interrogated by Anthony Hayes, the soldier, and we worked for so long on that scene because the stuff that's going on in the background there, the radio stuff, the sounds of voices, the sounds of wind blowing against it's incredible how that stuff not only brings the scene to life, but the ways in which it punctuates the dialogue throughout the scene that builds towards the end.
There isn't a lot of dialogue,
I think there is. Anyway.
When you say it punctuates the dialogue, it's almost there in place of some dialogue. It, in a sense, takes the place of dialogue, not in terms of what would be said, but in terms of creating atmosphere and mood and helping to give it emotion, almost a progression of emotion. At least that's what I thought of it.
Yeah.
Did the same guy do music for Animal Kingdom? Because I remember I liked music for that, which was less sound design, but.
There was a lot of, and a lot of the music cues in Animal Kingdom were done. And Anthony Partos did pretty much all of the music in Animal Kingdom, but Sam Petty, my sound designer, is also a composer, and he's beautiful. Really wonderful to have at that back end of the process when you're filling in gaps. And Anthony worked on the Rover as well, but there's really only about 3 or 4 of his cues in there that we call the Rob and Guy cues. They're they're kind of just pieces of emotional connecting tissue, but so much of this stuff is licensed. This music that I found on my weird kind of 7 hours at home alone internet explorations of just music that I've collected over the years. Guys, there's an amazing saxophonist in there named Colin Stetson. All of that stuff some people think that it sounds like a didgeridoo or something. It's just one man and a saxophone, and it's really incredible stuff. Another guy, William Basinski, beautiful pianist and composer, who does these 40-minute loops of piano loops that are just these wonderful things that kind of over the course of 40 minutes sort of fall apart. All of which was, for me, feeding into the movie is about a kind of collapse. It's about an economic collapse. It's about the social collapse that might come as a consequence of that. And I love this music that was performed by rather than trying to find future music, music performed by very traditional instruments that is kind of coming apart. So you get lots of stringy stuff that feels like metal. It's metal scraping against metal. Yeah.
Okay. Is there questions from anybody in the audience here? Oh, quite a few.